Okay, so you guys can get two videos today. One's going to be the complete Christmas haul, and then the second one's going to be reading recommendation of the two books I'll finish today. And then, hopefully, maybe, either today or tomorrow, hopefully today, I'll get new library books, and you'll see those. I just like doing a separate video for that, just because it's kind of weird to do it. I don't know, I kind of feel like it's, because I don't have much to say about it, you know. That's why I always do something along with it. Maybe I'll do a channel update on anything that we update you about. But this is all stuff you've seen before. But this is just all in one take. I'm not going to include the stuff I bought, like the Planetary and Invisibles Omnibus. Those you can see for that video. Maybe I'll do an omnibus. I can do an omnibus overview and the library books. But without further ado, let's get into it. Symbiote Spider-Man. Already bought the sequel. There's only two of these, and they're pretty small. And the second one was pretty short, pretty cheap and short too. Then this one, also a short one. No, there's actually two more that are really short. Technically, there's a hardcover that's short too. Kick-Ass, the Dave Liszewski years book 2. I like that this. I know it's because it's they call it Dave Liszewski because that's when he was Kick-Ass. But I like that this one is all Hit Girl. It's the Hit Girl miniseries. Oh yeah, and this one is 1 through 5 of Symbiote Spider-Man. Did I say 2018A? What the hell? Oh, come on, I just realized that. Why is it saying that? Well, there are 2 books in it? Don't tell me that. I guess that's why it's $15.99, but that means, like, when it says A, that means there's an A story and a B story, and it only collects the A story. Maybe the B story was keeping you up, it showed you, it's probably what it was, the B story, because this, was set back in the day. This was when he first got the black suit. And it's just telling the stories, like, what happened in between issues 252 and 253, and so on and so forth. But I guess that's what it is, I hope. So this one's 1 through 5 of Hit Girl. Yep, 1 through 5. Die Volume 3, 11 through 15 of Die series. I don't know if it's a 15-issue maxi series or not, because there's no fourth volume solicited. And I looked it up on Goodreads. I think I only saw 15 issues. So yeah, I think it's only 15 issues. There is this series called Dynamite. I think it's Die, because it's Die, and they have an exclamation point, and then Namite. So, I don't know. Birds of Prey, Huntress. This collects the Batman Huntress Cry for Blood 6-issue miniseries, which I really liked. The first issue of. Then, one of the more prized possessions. Of course, all these I'm glad I got, but these are the ones I was like, hell yeah, for. Ultimates. And there's like the smallest of small. Like, I can't even see it. Like, at this angle. I can't even see it, but there's a tiny, tiny, tiny crease right here that I hate. Because it's not new condition, and that's the condition I was supposed to get it in. But it's not that bad. The first time I saw it, I freaked out, and then I thought it was worse than it was before I checked it for a second time. Then I checked it a second time, I was like, oh, okay. Then the newest book to come in, Ultimates 2. I like how it's thicker. And yes, there is a fold-out thing here that I thought like it was ripped, but it just folds out into a larger picture. Is all I had to say for that last book. That last haul video. I should have gotten the omnibus. Maybe I should have, but I don't know if I would have enough to get everything else, so. And both of these are what's in the omnibus. Like, both of these were in it. And one thing I forgot to mention was that, there's actually 2, and it's the one thing I forgot to mention. I'm sure I'll forget, until next time. But there's there's Ultimate Annuals, and it's part of this series. I think is Ultimates Annual 1, and I know Annual 2 is part of this series, but because it wasn't written by Brian, because it wasn't written by Mark Millar, they don't have to include it. Then this one, oh yeah, and this is, sorry, I keep forgetting to do this. 1 through 13 of Ultimates 1, 1 through 13 of Ultimates 2. The whole point of me doing this is so you get everything in one. I'm more saying it to myself. Actually, I'm all saying it to myself. 13 through 30 of Punisher Max Volume 2. It's Volume 2. I have Volume 1. Volume 1 has a few creases in it. Oh god, this one. Not like, oh god, I didn't like this one. I hope I like it. But I know I will, because I liked the Amazing Spider-Man. It's just there's a lot of shit it's in this book. Alright, Tales of Suspense 52 to 53, 57, 57, 60, and 64. Avengers 29 through 30, 36 to 37, and 43 to 44. Amazing Spider-Man 86, Amazing Adventures 1 through 8, Daredevil 81, and material from Avengers 16, 32 to 33, 38 to 39, 41 to 42, 45 to 47, 57, 63, 64, and 76. The material is just 2 pages of those Avengers books, but because I think she was technically in those issues, they want to say, hey, this is where she was in this issue, to catch you up to speed, even though the Black Widow team-ups are not included in that, and they have their own separate thing for that. But I'm not a huge fan of the Chris Claremont. It's actually the only Chris Claremont book that I don't really like. That's not modern. His modern stuff is like almost all shit. But back in the day, back in his prime, he was really good. And even the Marvel team-ups I like, it's just kind of like they're kind of okay. I don't know. That's the last thing I'll get. It's a bunch of sales. I got a bunch of digital books I want to get because of sales and shit. Alright. So this one is, and this one is called Beware the Black Widow. And then this one is called The Coldest War. And it collects Bizarre Adventures 25, Marvel Fanfare 10 through 13, Solo Avengers, Avengers, Issue 7, Black Widow, The Coldest War, Punisher, Black Widow, Spinning Doomsday's Web, Daredevil, Black Widow, Abattoir, the one I got it for. Just pretty much this whole entire Black Widow book. But, I don't know. Marvel Comics Presents 130, issue 135. Daredevil Annual, issue 10. Fury, Black Widow, Death's Duty, and Journey into Mystery, issue 517 to 519. This is one of the shorter epics. They're usually thicker than that. Oh, nice. Still the same price, though. $40. I wouldn't say a cheapskate. I would say a cheapskate because they're overpriced. The only Conan book I have, and it collects Conan the Legends issue 0 and Conan issues 1 through 19. A lot of Conan. 20 issues in one collection. See, this makes sense. That's 20 issues. And none of it's material from. So it's not. So it's the entire book. This is all. Oh, it's only 8 minutes. So for some reason it felt like it was longer. Flash by Mark Waid, book 1. Collecting. It's a pretty short one. 62 to 68. The Flash Annual 4 through 5 and the Flash Special number 1. I feel like I should have deleted the videos I already had. And the book I finished. Which I gotta remember to do a reading recommendation on. Although it's not a reading recommendation because I hated it. But, you know, you guys already know that. Just because they call it a reading recommendation. Issues 4 through 30. 4 through 20 of Green Lantern. 420. Of Green Lantern. Book 1. Book 2. Revenge of the Green Lantern. So just notice that. By Jeff Johns, book 2. Batman, Bruce Wayne, Murderer. There's a lot of them. This one was a Thanksmas gift, but it's still a Christmas gift for my grandmother, so. And it was the one that didn't give me the money. Although she did give me the $50 Visa. Batman, the 10-cent adventure. Detective Comics 766 to 770. Batgirl 24 and 27, not through, just issues 24 and 27. Nightwing 65 through 66. 68 through 69, haha, funny number. Gotham Knights 25 through 29. Birds of Prey 39 to 41. To make sure I'm going the right way. Robin 98 to 99. And Batman 599 to 602. And it's concluded in the next volume, Batman Bruce Wayne Fugitive, that I should have gotten when it was on sale. Digitally. But I didn't. Because this is 600 pages. It's pretty thick. This is a pretty thick one. This would be $40 from Marvel. And it's $30 from DC. For the most part, DC has it going good with their pricing. I don't know why I said it like that. Alright. Hey, come on. Yeah, it's a pretty big stack of books. It's almost as big as me. Standing up. This is The Mighty Thor by Aaron and Douterman, Volume 2. Again, I have a paperback Volume 2, but that is a different artist. So, it's by Aaron, The Complete Collection, Volume 2. It's collecting basically everything that came before this, of female Thor. And then the last few issues of the main Thor story. It was a 25-issue maxi series, although it was still technically an ongoing. This one's 1 through 12 of the 2015 series, but it's not a maxi series. Although technically it is, because it did end. Speaking of end, it's funny how I saw that. The end is nigh. This is Volume 3, and this one collects 13 to 23 and 700 to 706. Generations, the Unworthy Thor, and the Mighty Thor. And Thor at the Gates of Valhalla. Some of those have got to be longer than... I know issue 700 is a pretty long one, but it isn't like a whole bunch of issues per se. I think this one was next. Punisher, yeah. 31 to 60. Punisher presents Barracuda Max 1 through 5. Punisher the Tiger, Punisher the Cell, and Punisher the End. I don't know why they called it Punisher the End if it's not the last Punisher Max series. I mean, I know that Marvel was doing a The End. I'm not going to do that. Was doing a The End thinger. But that was just for their main books. Because it would make sense if they did it at the end of the Punisher Max. Punisher Max is technically all done with, although it did have a mini-series, which I did think was pretty good. I didn't do a reading recommendation of it, because I wouldn't have much to say about it. Just be quick. I recommend it. I recommend you guys go look for it. New X-Men by Grant Morrison, Omnibus. I thought this would be the last one, but it wasn't. Collecting New X-Men 114 to 154 and the annual from 2001. It's a pretty thick one, but it's not as long. It's shorter than the Punisher one in page count. The Authority, and I hate the sound this makes. Yeah, what a great sound that is. When you do the binding test. And it's all in one volume. This groundbreaking title is collected all here in one comprehensive omnibus. Series printed. That's funny. They have the artists and the ultimates on this. Collecting the Authority 1 through 29. The planetary crossover with Authority called Ruling the World, Issue 1. Authority Annual 2000, Issue 1. Jenny Sparks, The Secret History of the Authority 1 through 5. And stories from what culture? From Wildstorm Summer Special Number 1. And Wildstorm, a celebration of 25 years. What Culture is one of the YouTubers I watch. They do, they're better, they like Watch Mojo, but actually good. Then the last one, Wonder Woman Dead Earth, collecting the 4-issue miniseries. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting one, even though I know I'm not? I mean, it's a 14-minute video. I don't think I'm missing anything. But yeah, that's all the books I got. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Of course it's 19. Give me 20. But I feel like that was 20, though. I thought it was 20 when the Ultimates was going to come in. Huh, weird. But yeah, a lot of books. Count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. No, it's 19. Yeah, a lot of books to read. But a lot of them are volume 2s, so I kind of have to finish volume 1 beforehand. And The Authority, I gotta finish those Stormwatch books, which are okay. I know Warren Ellis gets better, but so far it's just okay. It's not bad, you know, it's okay. But then you'll be seeing a reading recommendation for those final 2 books from the library, and then that book on the Kindle, that Fantastic Four book, which is not fantastic. And then the other 2 are Jessica Jones and The Walking Dead, because you already saw those, except for the Fantastic Four one. So those 3 will be a reading recommendation, and I might save those because I not a whole lot to remember. I'll probably save those for tomorrow, which that's actually a good idea. Or today if I go today. I don't think I'm going today. It all depends on when they come in and when I can get out there. Because I know my mom can't drive me because she's at work. Well, she's working from home because we all technically have COVID. Alright, that's it.